The Spice Pinnacle FHD, with its full HD display and great specs, seems destined to put Spice on the map, on paper at least. Is that really the case here? Or is there more to this phone than meets the eye? These are the questions that we try to answer in this review. So hey guys, this is Ash here from curseforever.com and you're watching my full review of the Spice Pinnacle FHD Mi-525. The biggest selling point of the Spice Pinnacle FHD is its display. The 5-inch Full HD IPS display used here is great. The pixel density is 441 pixels per inch. Images are crisp, clear, and the color reproduction is very natural. Viewing angles are also very good. And being really bright, visibility in direct sunlight is not an issue as well. Above the display you've got the earpiece, sensors, 2-megapixel front-facing camera, and below that you've got the capacitive buttons, the menu, home, and back keys. And keep in mind these buttons don't light up unless and until you actually tap on them. To the left you've got the volume rockers. On top you've got the 3.5mm headphone jack. To the right you've got the power button. At the bottom you've got the microphone and the micro USB port. Talking about the micro USB port, it is worth noting that the micro USB port here is a little further inside the phone than usual. Spice have compensated for this by providing a micro USB cable that is a little longer. It's not a big thing because with a regular micro USB cable you should still be able to charge your device. But when it comes to PC connectivity, you need the micro USB cable that the Spice Pinnacle FHD shipped with. At the back you've got the 8-megapixel rear camera, the dual LED flash, Spice branding, and the speaker. The paint job on the back doesn't feel uniform. This takes away a bit from the looks of the phone. The back is user removable and houses the dual SIM card and micro SD card slots. Lower below you find the 2100 mAh battery. The battery life on the Pinnacle FHD is average. On a looping video playback test we got about 6 hours of playback before the battery ran dry. This is probably owing to the full HD display used. But with moderate usage you should be able to get through a day. While it is a bit heavy at 175 grams, the build does feel solid. We experienced no creaking or rattling. Moving on to the specs, the Mi-525 is powered by the Mediatek 6589T turbo chipset. This houses 4 A7 cores clocked at 1.5 GHz each, coupled with 1 GB of RAM. The internal storage is 8 GB. The Mi-525 supports microSD cards up to 32 gigs. Like we just saw with an NMARC test, the Mi-525 does struggle a bit when it comes to graphically intensive tasks. Say for example when you play graphically intensive games, there is a bit of lag at times. We have a separate video for the gaming tests. I will leave the link in the description and I will also annotate it at the end of the video. In case you guys are interested, feel free to check that video out. Let's talk a little bit about the software. The Mi-525 runs Android 4.2.1 Jellybean out of the box. The experience remains pretty much close to stock Android. While you get your regular Android 4.2 features like the widgets on the lock screen or the double finger pull down to access the quick toggles, Spice have added a little bit of their own touches. Say for example, you tap to activate a toggle instead of having to tap and hold as with stock Android. You also get audio profiles and a gesture unlock option that lets you to either unlock the phone or perform specific pre-selected actions by drawing the relevant gesture in the lock screen. As far as apps go, you get your regular host of Google apps, and Spice have also thrown in a few of their own apps as well as third-party apps like the NQ Mobile Security, a Backup and Restore, Documents to Go, a File Manager, Hangama, Hoops TM, M-Tracker, the Spice Cloud, Spice Gang, TOI, a link to WhatsApp download, the Vault, and so on. With the Spice Cloud app, Spice do provide 2 gigs of cloud storage when you pick this phone up. As for widgets, you get your regular widgets, a few extras like the 3D live weather. So guys, in general, as you can notice, there is a bit of a lag at times when you're using the phone. This is again due to the 1080p display here and the processor basically struggling to keep up with it. It is not very evident, it is not ever present, it doesn't make the phone unusable by any means, but from time to time you do come across a little bit of lag. Generally browsing on the phone is pretty good, zoom in, zoom out, no issues, it was buttery smooth, and pages do load quick enough, so as far as browsing goes there were no issues whatsoever. Video playback, including playback of 1080p videos, was very smooth. Watching videos on this gorgeous 1080p display is an absolute pleasure. You also get extra features like, say, the pop-up player, which can be resized as well. So that's there, pretty good. And just jump back in. So as far as audio quality is concerned, the speakers are very loud and clear. The audio quality via the included earphones was also pretty decent. And you can also enhance the audio via the earphones by selecting this option from the settings menu. The call quality was also very good. We had great signal reception and had no issues with dropped calls. The music player is pretty default. You get the option to sort your songs via artists, albums, songs, and playlists. It's a pretty standard affair. Now moving on to the camera. The camera interface is pretty straightforward. This is to turn flash on and off, choose between front and rear cameras, tap to take a picture, tap and hold for burst mode. This is your normal photo. This is for HDR, beauty phase, panorama, scene selection options, smile detection, exposure settings, and so on. You can also shoot 1080p videos at 30 frames per second. And it's nice to see that you also get a pause option included here. And the settings menu gives you a few more options here, like your ISO modes, again selecting image stabilization, microphone, audio mode, the video quality, and so on. So let's take a look at a few sample shots that I took. While noisy images under low light conditions is something that we expected with a phone in this price range, the performance isn't that great under well lit conditions as well. In some shots hues creep in. The picture isn't very sharp either. Overall, we'd rate the quality of pictures in good lighting conditions average. The same issues I encountered while shooting 1080p videos as well. The Spice Pinnacle FHD is a pretty decent device. On paper, it seems to come off a lot stronger than it really is. It really doesn't perform well when it comes to intensive gaming, and even in day-to-day usage, there is a little bit of lag that you need to put up with. But on the flip side, the 5-inch Full HD display is an absolute beauty. So anyway guys, what do you think? Do you think the Spice Pinnacle FHD is a device worth getting? Do you think there are better alternatives? The Nuclear N1? The Canvas 4, what do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So I guess that wraps up this review guys. Hope you liked it. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, because I will be coming out with more videos pretty soon. In the meantime, if you guys do have any video requests for me, or if you just want to stay updated on my latest videos and updates, feel free to hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, or Google+. The direct links to all my social networks can be found right below that like button. So once again, that's pretty much it guys. Thanks a lot for watching again. You have a great day and I'll see you soon. Till then, it's Ash here from CurseForward.com signing off. Bye bye.